And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
This one is up. So wet it down. Get your money up. I put money down. On all of us. On my people now. On what I love. Ooh, baby, it's dangerous. You're probably doing nothing.
Check white. Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. To the air, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. A gain of 5, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Now they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. They'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Monangai. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Bears are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up.
Touchdown, Bears! Colston Loveland, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready? The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who our playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Okay, break. Ready. Hut.
Here's Love. And this is incomplete. The Packers at 5-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Throw left side complete. That's Jenkins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers.
And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And he's taken down at the 43, but now before picking up the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
That's how you pick up a first down. You know where the sticks are. You know where the first down marker is, and you find a way to get there. That's called having vision.
He had a lot of vision last week, didn't he? NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was dominant. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. You look at this Bears defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, running left is Wilson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. There's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety.
At the 33-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Glove. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, 32 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. A little juke. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. They got 5 through the air last play. Now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Running is Madden. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Williams. Will get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll run here with the young guy. Rashawn Gary, the man to bring him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw, it's Williams. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll go. Here's Williams. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the pass. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Williams. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time. do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll run. Manungari. And he'll fight his way down right at the 12. Michael Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
What is up?
Operating from the gun, Williams. Pass caught by Burden. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got it. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You got to find your tight end in that situation.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Luther Burden from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Bears 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Ready, break. Here we go, set. 33, yellow. Set.
To throw now, here's Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
52 blue. Set, go.
Love from the gun. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Ready?
Throwing. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. If you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, hang on here because DeAndre Swift injured on that last play and in need of a little assistance. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Williams working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they try to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, cut.
Now Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Okay, right.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready, set, cut.
Love looking to throw it. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Breathes through the contact. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On the ground, it's Monangai. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Monangai, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching up point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Take him down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
That'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up the third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and shorten the sticks.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Red 38. Hut.
They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try to change the momentum of this game.
It's a game of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
Play action. Now Williams. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a solid run down inside the 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Throwing is Williams. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. To the left side, into the hands of the Dunze. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw is Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Luther Burden, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive. They watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And it is caught. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe up to the 36. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Come on, ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Set, hut. 10 black, check pink. Ready?
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Okay, ready? Down, set.
Love now. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 26. A gain of 22. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9.
Here we go. Ready.
Love. That's taken in by Golden. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Love. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down here about the 11. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Set, ready, hut, hut.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Love from the gun on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now McManus for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That will tie the game. 28 all. Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Here's first and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Williams. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. To throw, Williams.
And this is going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This is first and 10. Moore, the man in motion.
Here's Williams throwing after the interception.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's second down. To throw, it's Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Powers through it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Here comes second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 36-yard line.
He's back to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And this crowd into it now. 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Jordan! Volunteer!
Back to throw.
A pass complete to Dunze.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
26 seconds now as the spike comes in.
a major factor now. Here's third down. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here now, second and goal.
What is that?
Man, he hits him in stride. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Okay, break.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Let's go.
Here's Thompson Robinson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. The conditions only going to get worse as we get back to football here to start this overtime. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get three and hopefully for them a touchdown.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
We'll play only to one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. From the gun, here's Williams. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're at OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they said, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
To the air once more, Williams.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Throwing is Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10. To the air, Williams.
And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took a deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Throwing again here, Williams. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Looking to throw is Williams.
It's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Well, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
70 Timberwolves.
Thompson Robinson. Short throw. He's got Kraft.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Going for it. Thompson Robinson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
The career is more at stake when you that paper, baby, my face on the
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They will run out of the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on step.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Right side to Watson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're